You get Sergei Bobrovsky back.
When did I say we have to win 2-1?
A few times.
Have I? All right. Well, for me, it just wins. No matter how you can get them. And 2-1 is fitting, especially with Bob coming back into the net. Having played last night, there were moments that we were good, and there were some moments where we weren't good. And I think a lot of that had to do with playing last night, the travel, emotional game, and just some of the mistakes we were making were just, some simple plays we just didn't execute. But we found a way to win a hockey game. Our guys, we played hard, we battled. And again, right now, just finding ways to win hockey games is important, and we did that.
Fair to say that killing off that double minor is your biggest kill of the year, and you talked about how this kill needed to be a lot better.
You look up at the clock, 5 minutes to go in a hockey game, 2-1 game, double minor, and the way your penalty kill has been going, it's that moment right there. Credit to the players, kept the shifts short. Won some battles. Bob made a couple saves. We executed, did the right things on the penalty kill. That was a big moment. Big moment.
To expand on the penalty kill, you took the fewest amount of penalties that you have in quite some time. Were you happy with the discipline of the guys on the second night of back-to-back games?
Well, if you just said it, it's the fewest penalties we took, and so you have to be happy with the discipline that the players played with tonight.
Coach, just the confidence that getting a win last night can provide when going back a week, maybe your team doesn't survive a penalty that late in the game or a 4-minute double minor, that kind of a situation, but the composure the guys showed, confidence in the room.
I don't know if it's coming off of a win and feeling good about it. I believe the players weren't happy after the second period, the way we played the second period. Again, there were moments where we were good. It started with the power play. We had a power play to start the second period, and to me, we weren't ready to really do what was necessary on the power, the intensity part of it. And I think that's the way the period went. We had a couple flashes here and there where we were good. I don't know if it's the confidence of the win of last night and going into the penalty kill late in the period. But again, Bob made a couple big saves for us, and we won some battles.
Todd, Artie coming back and doing well in the face-off circle was a huge part of tonight's game. Right till the end, I thought he won a lot of big face-offs.
Everyone, we talked this morning about face-offs, and he would help in that area. And this is a good face-off team, San Jose is, and it's the first battle of the shift. And having Artie back, an experienced guy, but the other guys did well too. Boone was good on the draws, and I think Chappie was 3 for 6, so he was 50%, and Joe was great. So it's a big part of the game. You're starting with the puck rather than chasing it.
Todd, Leopold gets off a plane, dresses, gets on the ice tonight. Talk about what you saw from him in just 3 periods.
To be honest with you, I'd probably have to go back and watch the tape to give you a real, kind of in-depth thought of it. A lot of times as a coach, when you're watching the game, a lot of times I miss a lot of the game because I'm constantly looking at the bench and trying to figure out who's coming out for them and who's going out for us. But the plays that I saw, just composure. An experienced guy. Being able to settle things down and make a good first pass, making the right play, whether it's getting the puck out of our zone or getting the puck into their zone. And that experience, and right now, with all the injuries, those are the type of plays that you need, and I think the type of players that you want to have, just to kind of lead the way for the young guys.
Is he maybe the type of addition you'd want to see? I know Jarmo talked about maybe looking at the waiver wire, looking at different options as a defenseman, but a guy that's 34 years old, that's played 700 games in the NHL, is that a good replacement for Tootin right now, or for Ryan Murray and Cody Goloubek?
He's a good addition to the team. It doesn't matter who he's replacing. He's not necessarily replacing anybody. He's just a good addition to our group. And you're absolutely right. You know, we're a young hockey team, and having his experience out on the ice, but to me, it'll go well beyond that. It'll be his experience in the locker room and away from the ice.
I assume you're pretty familiar with him being a Minnesota boy.
You can't go wrong getting Minnesota guys. If you can get more Minnesotans, you instantly make your team better.
Especially defensemen, right?
It can be anybody.